quality music. Quality corruptions. Alright. Welcome to the stream. This is a game called VRUN. We're going to start with this and then do some Subnautica. I'll tell you about this in a second. Let me just make sure everything's good. We are just about good to go. Okay. This is virus.run. And this is a game made by Ircluzar, who is the person who made the real-time corruptor. And this game uses corruptions as its graphics. Some of the music was made by people, the good people from Redscientist. And it's a bit of like a roguelite type thing. And, well, let's take a look. I've only played it for a minute to make sure it worked. And, so far...
I'm initialized, therefore I am.
Obviously, I'm into it. That voice should give you an indication that I'm into it. Okay, now this may be the first version of this, with more to come. There we go. Vine Passive the game. Yeah, we have a new emote, Vine Passive. Vinesauce was removed. It will be retired to Frankerface Z, which will thenceforth be known as the Meme Graveyard. Anyway, you play as a corruption. In a world of corruption. Don't know if I'm supposed to get these. Maybe? I don't think I can. But yeah, at some point I'd like to get Vinesauce back on FFZ. FFZ is, Frankerface Z. It's an add-on for browsers and stuff. And, you get more emotes. Right now there's like 9 on there, and they're gonna get, approved. Vine Clown was updated. Some of you love it, some of you don't. Can't make everyone happy, sorry. But, yeah. So, that's the emote state of things at the moment. So, emotes will never really die here on this channel. They just get retired to a different place. So far, this is pretty good. Little floaty, but that's not the worst thing for a game about corruptions. So from what I understand, the levels are all randomly generated. Again, the graphics are generated by the corruptor itself. And considering this was made by the dude who made the best corruptor ever made, that's how many times you can say the word made in a sentence, and it still makes sense, by the way. It's pretty good. What's the big deal about emotes? Someone in chat says. I just don't get it. They're fun. It's just for fun. God, you know what fun is? Jesus. Yeah, there's no reason for them. They're just, you know, people like them. I like them. Get little stupid pictures. Stupid. First time I played through this was like for 3 minutes, and I came across like 4 shops. Uh-oh.
What would you like?
Oh, here we go, here's one. Let's upgrade Burst. I don't know what that means.
What would you like?
Okay, so... Oh, I see, the red takes you to a whole new, like, area. The shops seem to be randomized. Wow, turns out corruptions make better games than half of the Sunday streams.
What would you like?
I don't know what burst is, so I'm gonna save my money. Or whatever currency this is. They appear to be gold coins. They're coin yachts. It seems like you can kind of stick to the ceiling a little bit. Oh, it's a jump thing. If you like, you can like get stuck on a ceiling, and the game thinks you're still jumping.
Deleted.
What? That's instant death?
I'm initialized, therefore I am.
Okay. Is this game mining for bitcoins by chance? Let's see. So yeah, there's coins like in the blocks. But not all of them.
What would you like?
I guess we'll get extra health. It doesn't matter if you touch insta-death. But first you have to know what insta-death looks like. I wonder if corruptions count as copyrighted materials. So like if these corruptions were generated from Super Mario Brothers, you have to wonder. Like, could they find out? Could they I'm not gonna say the word, but... Could they soup? Could they soup? But this is kind of cool, again, you know, it's one of those things that... So it's got roguish qualities, and you go around killing corruptions and such. I wasn't expecting this to be like a massive game. But, I mean, it just goes to show you, corruptions could be turned into video games. It could happen. And also, it shows me that Irkluzar is a really fucking talented person. Making corruptors, improving corruptors, and making games in the process. There's also a Vine Corrupt emote being, approved on FrankerFaceZ. That would have been perfect for this. But I have 25 slots over there, so... Like I said... A lot of the emotes can go there, to retire, not to die or anything, just to retire. But then they're still used. It's like... You know... I knew that touching the red blocks would probably be a bad idea, but I had to find out. You know, like, what if they were candy? Oh, that's health, maybe? Mucho gold. You don't really get a chance to spend your money on anything overly expensive, it seems, until you get to about level 2. What's intensity? Okay, intensity. I'm gonna need a guide written entirely in corruptions. Years ago, I had an idea for a video game. You know, people were asking me, Vinny, if you could, you know, make a video game, what would it be like? Oh, that's cool. Ice Beam. my idea for a video game was something like Zelda 2, of course, but with corruptions, and it would break the fourth wall frequently, and you'd have to, like, cleanse the world of corruptions. But there now are, like, 5 or 6 games on Steam that are about cleansing the world of glitches and corruptions. Perhaps more. So it's not exactly an original concept. I mean, some of them are RPGs, some of them are platformers, but I do get a lot of emails. Vinny, you gotta check out this game. It's got glitches in it. And then I look at it, I'm like, can we just play Skyrim and glitch that instead? Okay, get some health. Remember, gotta stay well the fuck away from that thing. Vinny, break the 5th wall instead. How does one break the 5th wall? Like, I think probably the only way... Okay, so if the 4th wall is the piece of media letting you know that it knows it's media, maybe the 5th wall is like... you become the game, or the game becomes you. Or like, okay, so you get- okay, alright, so you play the game, and then one of the voice actors in the game calls you on the phone. And starts talking to you in real time. That's pretty good. I'm sure there's a couple voice actors that wouldn't have a problem doing that. Vinny, have you ever played Axiom Verge? Yeah, I streamed it, and I started playing it again on the Switch, but I didn't finish it. But I did complete it on stream. That's a game I loved, and wanted more of. I would have happily, like, paid for, you know, a whole other area or world or something to play through in that game. But like, you know, the 5th wall, like having a voice actor call you, that sounds like some of those competitions. Do you remember the adventure game? Well, you don't remember it, but maybe you've heard of it. I think it was like a series of games and there was a competition involved where you'd win a real, like, gold goblet. It's like an Atari game or something? I think it was Adventure. And, yeah. That would be like this kind of thing. Where you complete the game and you succeed at it in, like, the top, like, 99.9 percentile to the point where you actually get to interact with one of the characters in real life. Oh, nice corruptions. No stores. You could do that with God of War 1, you could talk to Kratos. Are you serious? What, like, so the voice actor would call you? What were the limitations? It was a pre-recorded message? Oh, that's not...
What look you like?
That's bullshit.
Range plus plus.
Range plus plus. I'm sure Ernie isn't busy. Ernie, the voice actor of Kratos. Oh yeah, always go for luck. The music is pretty fucking... It's gnarly. Listen how gnarly this music is. Ernie of War. Oh! They do a lot of damage. Is the music just going... Is that like Ray Charles? Ooh, okay. Just about to die. I've decided not to fight them. Yeah, this is pretty good. There's a little bit more to it than it looks like, too. It's not bad. It's kind of challenging. The floatiness of getting stuck on the ceiling jumping is a little weird, but it's something one could get used to. I think if this gets tightened up a bit, there's something to this. You actually abuse the floatiness to get a single wall jump per room. Per room. Okay. Did I do my single wall jump? Okay, I think I get it. Admit it, Tame Impala himself did the soundtrack to this. How'd you get Tame? Oh, he's a cool dude. Computer, generate nude Tame. Tame Impala. Block is that? Oh, that's just one of the regular blocks that you stand on. It looks crusty. There's an extra crusty looking block. Oh, hey, KY. Oh, shit! Oh, no! The pause doesn't pause time. I was reading KY's message in chat.
I am.
It's a map button, right?
What would you like?
Not your fault. No. You didn't. It's not KY's fault. It's no one's fault, really. I mean, I'll take the blame. Anyway, there's a game called Seer No Paus that KY showed me. It's a cell phone game that seems very interesting. Apparently there was, apparently the developer made a hack-type game with aesthetics like this. Vinny, did you bully anyone in high school? There's that question again. That's my new favorite question. Cinco? I thought it was Seer No False.
What would you like?
Oh, once you go into the storeroom, you're done. Maybe you just sound like a bully. I think it's just a meme at this point. I think after yesterday, it just became memes. No, I'm pretty chill. Vinny didn't bully anyone, but he experienced a lot of cock phenomena. Yeah, there was the story I told yesterday. High school was a weird time. A lot of testosterone. A lot of, weird ball stuff. You know, people were showing their junk. Man, that'll desensitize you real quick. Nope, I'm not elaborating. You gotta watch yesterday's stream, sorry. Because this started the same way as it did yesterday, too. Like, we asked... Someone was like, Vinny, did you bully? Vinny, did you get bullied? And then I went into the cock phenomena, which involved someone putting his ball through a door. Don't worry about it. Listen. Stop, collaborate, and listen. You'll find out the whole story. And then, the other story is, of course, someone got kicked out of my high school for masturbating in class.
What would you like? It's F City plus plus.
Vin, if your superpower was corruptions, what would you do first? What would be your first mischief? You could crash the stock market. I don't know why I almost said that like someone from Boston. The stock market. You could crash the stock market with corruptions. I'd corrupt EA's servers and, you know, free up all their games forever so people stop complaining, myself included. What else would I do? I would corrupt EA so bad that Disney would have no choice but to give the Star Wars IP to a different developer, or perhaps a number of different developers. That would be cool. Stock market. Stock market. I would...
What would you like?
I would corrupt Nintendo servers so I could find out what they're gonna do for E3 this year. I would corrupt Konami into giving up their rights to Metal Gear Solid and giving it back to Kojima.
Steve plus plus.
And Castlevania. We gotta get Castlevania back too. I almost said Castlevania. Could you imagine that? It's just a castle in Albania. Cool game. Could corrupt their pachinko machines, yeah. And that way every pachinko machine is broken and they have to make video games again. Man, my corruptions are just taking down video game companies. Just trying to right the injustices in the video game world. There's plenty of other things that I'm sure you could do. Maybe you could corrupt the lottery. I mean, I don't know what this power is. See, the specifics of the power have not been detailed, so... I don't know what corruption power could do. I don't know if I could corrupt myself to win the lotto. New game from the FTL folks comes out tomorrow. I heard about that. Just today I heard about that. I'm surprised I hadn't heard about it previously, but, really hoping that we get more FTL. You know, FTL is one of my favorite indie games ever made, and I've done everything in it, just about. Almost everything. So maybe this game will be cool, and that would be great. I would love to play a brand new IP by a developer that I like, but maybe in the future we'll get some more FTL. That would be nice. Maybe we can get 3D FTL. That would be the exact same game, just the ships are modeled. That's it.
Yeah, get the 3D game in there, yep. Get some 3D spaceships in there.
They could call it FTL 64. Which, if my calculations are correct, and they're probably not, Yacht Club Games is working on Shovel Knight 64 as we speak. I hope. But then again, they have to deal with the same challenges as almost every other developer in the N64 era. And we all know how that went for some franchises. Didn't go so great. It either went amazingly well, or horrendously shitty. So, I'd be down for that. I know Risk of Rain 2 is going 3D. And, I was a pretty big Risk of Rain fan. Let's hope they don't fuck it up. This is legitimately good music. I mean, maybe I'm crazy, but I really like this soundtrack.
What would you like?
Vinny, have you ever considered playing old school RuneScape? I did in 2002. I'm done with MMOs. Until something really big happens to the genre. I really burnt myself out on MMOs really, really hard. And I didn't even play them as much as most people did. Oh man, this game got harder without that weapon that I had earlier. I'm almost dead. Vinny, you play Monster Hunter though. It's not an MMO. That is pop in, kill a couple monsters, pop off. You know, it shares some of the same It shares some of the same qualities, but also the gameplay in Monster Hunter, like the hit detection and all that, like it's not like when I played WoW, there was a lot of problems for me because it was like, you know, you had to click the thing and then you auto-attacked and then you chose your skills. Monster Hunter, you're in there. It's visceral. It's fucking... It's intense. I really like that. But I mean, you know, maybe at some point down the road, someone will do an MMO that interests me. But RuneScape from the old days is not that thing. I ended up selling gold necklaces outside Lumbridge for like 2 days. And then I realized that I could make more money just by killing goblins. Anyway, I'm gonna stop playing this now because, I am in the mood for some Subnautica. This is kind of a quick look at VRUN, a game made by Redscientist, aka, you know, led by Irkluzar, who made the real-time Corruptor. I think that this is a pretty solid game, and I think that there's definitely potential here for possibly some expansion. It's addictive. I could see this becoming very addictive in the same way something like Isaac or Enter the Gungeon would be. Obviously, the presentation's a bit more bare bones. It's corruption focused. It's simple, but it gets the job done. And you can play it at virus.run. I swear that that's a legit link. That's legit. I'm not trying to mislead you. It runs better in Chrome. Virus.run in your browser. You can play it now. Trust me, I'm a dolphin. I wouldn't lie to you. No, seriously, I'm a dolphin. It's fine. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick BRB just because, I'm gonna get a bottle of water and set up Subnautica. So stick around, and I will be right back.